Hello everybody, it's guidinghalo, and this is going to be a reading for Pisces for general energy for the week of the 8th to the 15th. Let's see what's going on for you guys. I hope you're all well. I hope this video that you're watching finds you smiling. Let's see what general energy that we're coming up with. This is just going to be a general energy snapshot. I've had a few people ask me for just general type readings, so that's what we're going after. Let's see what we get here for you guys. We have, sorry, make sure I put this where you can see it. The Prince of Summer here on one side. And on the other side, we are going to have, what exactly? What are we going to have on the other side? Right here, this one. No, this one. The Queen of Winter. Last time we had the King of Winter. So you all very well might be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Someone very well may have spoken a truth here that has been hard to take. And perhaps you're cutting out situations in your life that, you know, no longer serve you, for sure. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. All right, let's see what's going on here with this Prince of Summer. Prince of Summer. So this is equivalent to the Knight of Cups. Someone coming in on their trusty steed to offer a cup of love, or being supportive to somebody emotionally in some way. I think a card may have flipped, yeah. Making a decision at a crossroads, perhaps. I should move that down a bit, I figure. At a crossroads, perhaps, needing to make a decision. Not sure, perhaps, yet which way to go, but you have the world in the palm of your hands in order to make this decision. Perhaps someone's coming in with an offer, or someone has made an offer, and well, we have soulmate energy here. The King of Swords, soulmate energy meaning the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, which is very much about vibrating on the same frequency. And if someone's come in and spoken a truth to you, it's entirely possible that you want to come back, or this person does, and speak their truth as well. Definitely. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So this is either going to happen or has recently happened. Taking the leap of faith towards making the decision to cut out the BS and actually what? What are we taking the leap of faith towards, this decision, cutting out the BS, the leap of faith towards what for my Pisces friends? Towards making an offer, or accepting an offer that's been received. I think you're taking a leap of faith. Well, there's the Pisces card. Could be dealing with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in their true energy, coming across as a swords soulmate for you, because you're very much standing in your truth right now, concerned about fairness and balance, equal on both sides of the fence. I think for some time it's been a concern for my Pisces friends to actually be able to have this balance financially in a relationship, in love, in equal reciprocity in all ways. Let's find out about this Queen of Winter here for you guys. I just want to make sure it's in the camera view so you can see it. We have Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra or someone who's very concerned, as you would be, about justice on both sides of the fence. Equal reciprocity. Again, very concerned about that right now for both of you in your life, and all up in your head, or this person is, about whether justice is going to be served in this situation between the two of you, perhaps. Or if this is a job situation, perhaps being swept off your feet with a job proposal, or swept off your feet with new money coming in that you never imagined possible for yourself. You've been this person here has been very busy, I think, putting one foot in front of the other, doing their due diligence in order to create the bounty they seek, perhaps working on a self-employment scenario, perhaps waiting for divine justice to step in, but they are all up in their head about that. Or perhaps someone here made a decision, spoke their truth, took a leap of faith towards filling a job situation or a romantic scenario, and someone else debunked it or didn't like what was said. That is for sure. Look at that. We have two energies here. So, interesting. So we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. So your guys' true energy. Before we had Virgo, now we have Queen of Wands. Perhaps there's something going on in a scenario with the Queen of Wands energy. Someone who, well, perhaps you just view this other person as incredibly beautiful. The feminine side of you, divine feminine side of you, perhaps could be incredibly intuitive. The divine masculine side of you could be dealing with trying to find balance between your passions and your emotions, trying to decide, man, this has been a recurring theme in the readings for Pisces, all water signs really, trying to decide between, is this just passion, sex, all that sort of thing, or is it actually emotional love? And this balancing decision needs to be made here as to whether you are going to buckle down and put the work in, and someone is all up in their head about it, whether this is you or this is you. I view this as a person who has fallen in love suddenly, or perhaps had a new job offer at the same time as falling in love suddenly, and perhaps somebody else is very focused on building this job situation, whereas this person here could be your energy over here being it's coming here. You want justice in this situation, but I don't think you exactly know how to bring justice in this situation. I'm going to put the passions under there. I think, to be honest, I would say still waters run very deep with you, my Pisces friends. However, I think more so right here that still passions are driving you insane. Passionate about whether you should take a leap of faith towards possibly a new job opportunity, finding a new love for how you make money, perhaps finding a new love in, or cutting out the BS and bringing justice to a situation that you've obviously been all up in your head about. There's been a temporary pause. It's taken great strength to deal with this scenario, sure has. If this is your energy over here, or the person you're dealing with, they seem to be, you know, doing pretty good. Well, you have to take it as it resonates and reverse for who's who here, okay? But they're holding on tight, my Pisces friends. What are they holding on tight to? I'd say this person that they've fallen in love with, or being swept off their feet entirely. Let's see, let's get an angel advice here for you guys. Angel advice. What's the best advice? For the angels, from the angels for this person here, however it resonates for you, and we'll get best advice for this person here. We also have, this could very much be a scenario in the courts with the Justice card here and the King of Swords and Queen of Swords. It could be two lawyers going at it in favor for you, or not in favor for you, but working for you and another person. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone that you find or have been in a relationship with, it doesn't have to be, but could be, but if it is a court case scenario, I do see it working out. How it works out is another story. You know what? I'm just going to put this down for a second and pull a couple more cards because Divine is telling me, and I'm going to use a different deck, okay? Pull a couple more cards. If this is a court case scenario or something that's in the legal field, yeah, competing goals, competing values. As if this is a love scenario, there's competing goals for both sides of the fence. Somebody here, yeah, definitely maybe no communication and someone feeling like they've been kind of robbed financially in a certain way, but yet working on bringing new finances into their life, robbed by someone's idea or view of them financially. So for this person here, how does this court situation turn out, please? Well, we have somebody coming in fast to them to give them information, and it could be a judge, could be a father figure, this could definitely be a court scenario. Whatever information's coming at them, I would say they don't trust. But it's very passionate information and will be coming in fast. I almost wonder if someone has an in here with a judge or something. And my Pisces friends, if this is not your energy over here, just beware that there's more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye. And if this is your guys' energy over here, I'm going to say, like, yeah, you are one sly dog in the love compartment, my friend. You've got something going on here. Whether it's contracts or realizing the truth of a situation about how you feel about somebody. I sway back and forth between love and court. So what this is telling me is that perhaps you're in court with somebody that you really did care about at one time, really did love. Or perhaps you're in court to settle something from the past, and there's somebody that you would like to go to, if this is your Emperor energy, and tell that you love, that perhaps there was a brief pause and period of wait here. I think really and truly, instead of this being one person or the other, it could actually be one situation and another situation in your life. Not necessarily, and look at this. So this person's energy over here is the person who feels judged financially. Perhaps someone was judged financially and the tables have turned. Perhaps somebody feels like they've been robbed from due to a court's decision, and they feel it's unfair, so they're hoping for justice. It's taking great strength for them to deal with this, all up in a mental prison, finding balance between their heart and their passions, cutting out the bullshit. You're very strong, hence the Strength card, very patient, waiting during this time of no communication, self-sufficient, and kind of in a funny way of dealing with heart and passion. You're very passionate about somebody or something here, I can tell you that much. And oops, coming out of Hanged Man mode, are you? Gained the clarity you need and coming out of Hanged Man mode. If this is you, it could be the other person. I don't read cards upside down, but it came out upside down, so I must be true to the energy. Oh, yes, you have gained that clarity. I think there is going to be communication and a truth spoken here for certain. Oh, and a very passionate offer. My Pisces friends, you have new starts all over the board here. New start in finances, possibly something going in your favor, a new start in passion, a new start in truth and communicating your passions and about finances to somebody. So whatever's not been spoken, whatever's not been said for whoever this is here, it's gonna be. Oh yeah, it's going to be. And whoever's not stood in their heart truth and maybe focused on money a lot, there is going to be justice come here, possibly through the form of, there could be a parent who's been stopping two people up from being together, or their opinion of a situation has really been putting a wrench in this situationship here. And it's entirely possible they've been very much leaning heavily on whoever this person is about making a decision, because they feel that the person that you're involved in very possibly could be flighty energy, in and out whenever they want to be, and like a player, and they're concerned about financial family money getting involved in your love situation. But whoever this is all up in love. I can tell you that right now. All up in love, either with you or another, and perhaps a court scenario that you're trying to deal with. And all up in your head about how to deal with this said court scenario. I'm sorry, I'm just taking a moment. Just give me a moment here. There's not been a truth spoken that needs to be spoken. And it would be very just if it was spoken. I think the problem here is that someone didn't even know what their own truth was in the situation. But they're gonna. And it's knowledge that's come out of a very gloomy time. It also could be a truth that was spoken that really hurt somebody. They found it very cutting, and in a certain way just felt destroyed by it to a certain level. But there are certain checkpoints that happen in life, and people that are brought into our lives to be that said checkpoint for us, and to be that said checkpoint for other people. If you've not watched my video on the in-between, I know it's a bit long, but it's very good. It speaks about being that checkpoint for people, and whether it's actually love you're experiencing or the end of a karmic bond. And it's entirely possible there's a karmic bond here, being that Saturn's going to turn direct, that you're really trying to close the cycle out on here for a karma situation in court, or dealing with the legal scenario for yourself and whoever it was you used to be with in some way here, for whoever side it is. You'll have to take it as it resonates. Let's ask the angels for best advice on this situation and this situation here. Angels, for best advice for this situation, please. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So someone is really growing spiritually, growing strong. I'm telling you right now, you guys got to get in touch with the divine. If you're all up in your head like this, you've got to really take time to try and quiet that crazy making energy up in your brain, because whatever's coming for you is a big deal. And if you're stuck in this energy, I'm not sure you'll see what's coming for you when it does get here. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So I believe our divine life mission is to be love, to experience unconditional love, and to be that, unconditional love for other people. Now, okay, I'm just going to keep shuffling. There's too many there. So in being that unconditional love, that is our divine life mission, to learn what that is, to bring ourselves back home to our truth of when we came here. This is all huge opportunities for you and whoever you're dealing with, my friends, in order to be that truth for yourself and for others. maybe in order to accept a truth that has been spoken that left you feeling out in the cold, left you feeling judged in a love type scenario even. The Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. Card number 28, which is a 10, comes down to a new opportunity. Oh yeah, a new cycle starting here for you guys. In finance, in passion, and in truth. This is beautiful. It's all about a brand new start. It's about taking all of your ideas right now, putting them on the back burner, letting them sit in the cold of winter, just let them be. And when it's time to take action in a scenario, the divine will let you know when it's time to take that action. Okay? And because it says non-action, it's time to rest, it's time to relax, it's time to do yoga and get in touch with the divine, is exactly what it's saying. There's changes that need to be made, absolutely, but I think there's an entitlement going on here, that you feel entitled to the outcome in some way, shape, or form. You've got your ideas set on a certain outcome and you feel entitled to it. Whether it's financial, whether it's a truth being spoken, or whether it's passions being given to you, you feel entitled to it hands down. If that's where you're going with this, right? Let's get a postcard from Spirit. Oh, there's one flipped over right there. Well, there's 3 that flipped over, but let's go with that one, shall we? Top one that flipped over. All right. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to read from the book, The Ice Queen. So if you don't prefer someone reading from the book, then you go ahead and shove off to another reading, and I hope you enjoyed this one. All right, let's read what this card here says. Just 1 second here. I'm getting all my cards all messed up. I'm so Virgo-ish right now. I'm so in the trueness of who I am. I need everything to be just so. It's insane. It's crazy making. All right. Over here, there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's important for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. That's what this is about here, this King of Cups and Queen of Wands, the heart and the soul. It's not about the mind here, but this is where energy that you two really resonate on. And I believe you also resonate in the passionate side and the financial side. But why is your heart closed? It's like your heart is completely closed off to a situation, possibly due to a truth that's been spoken. And I think you feel like it's just that you get time to a chance to actually speak your truth in the situation. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, that we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes, and spirit weaves your life's mysteries and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much, as always. Let's read the Ice Queen, card number 28. The Ice Queen has come to block your movement for the highest good. Let your ideas be preserved until later. You can thaw them out and use them at another time when they best serve. The realm of the Ice Queen is the place of non-action, and now is the perfect time to take a look at how far you've come and to ask yourself for a re-clarification of your highest goals. Not all your plans can be accomplished at this moment. In fact, putting them on ice allows for the perfect timing later on. Don't be too hasty in trying to reach your goal. An even better one will present itself if you surrender and spend the winter with the Ice Queen. Perhaps, too, you're trying to do too many things at once. This is a good occasion to choose only one thing to focus on and let the Ice Queen put the others in the deep freeze until a more appropriate time. She'll let you know when it's time to let them thaw. Now, I just want to say that my Pisces friends, you're all going through Lilith right now in your house. I believe it's of friendships and who it is that you can trust and who you cannot trust. And somebody who's a true friend that will come along and tell you like it is, and expects that in return, even if you at the time can't speak it like it is because you don't even know how it is, because you battle between your heart and your passions and your mind. And the love you feel, you battle between all of those things. Right now is a time for you to decipher between who you can trust and who you cannot trust, whether they've hurt you or not, whether they've blessed you or not. It's a matter of trust and who's actually going to bring the truth to you in your life on a regular basis. And I think that's what you guys are coming down to here, is deciding who is going to be there with me, regardless of if what they say is painful to take. Who is going to be the one that's there with me in spite of all of ego, of shadow work, of pain, of past? Who's going to be there, the one supporting me, even though perhaps they don't even know truly the depths of who you are? They feel and sense. The person that is for you, my friend, will feel and sense the divine energy within you and connect deeply with that divine energy within you, and vice versa. This will not be somebody that you can walk away from easily. It will not be. It won't be something based on ego. It won't be something based on love that we speak of love. It will be something so deep that you cannot even shake them from your mind, your heart, your passions, or even wanting to give to them on a regular basis because of how they present to you. And I think somebody here, one of my Pisces friends, may be very hurt right now in kind of an egoic way. Now, if that's not the case and you're very hurt by something that happened that's unjust, in your opinion, then please go about deciphering inward with the divine and finding the truth as to how to deal with that situation from a divine perspective. Now, I'd like you guys to ask yourself, how would the highest version of myself deal with this situation and scenario? Not how would the hurt version of me deal with this situation and scenario. As a challenger, when the Ice Queen comes to challenge you, she asks you to look at the illusion of ownership. Do you believe you truly own anything in this world? For example, do any of us really own land? Do we own ideas? Or is it that we have simply laid claim to something we believe we're entitled to? Even inspiration is borrowed from spirit and shared by all the field of divine consciousness that permeates everything. Others have thought of even your most ingenious ideas somewhere else in time. And so what? Life incarnate is short. When you transition, you take nothing with you from the material world. The Ice Queen calls upon you to release your hold on your relationships, your belongings, your home, and all aspects of your life. Let life flow as it will. This is why I always say in my readings that you totally need to flow with what the divine has on the go. Totally. Everything is impermanent. Once you recognize that, everything is seen as a living miracle that it really is, and you won't be frozen into self-induced limitations. So this here, self-induced limitations, is exactly what's going on here in this Nine of Swords energy. It's time to let go of ownership in general and be grateful for and enjoy what you've been gifted with. I hope this message resonates for you guys out there. I'm sorry that you're going through such a hard time, but I'm telling you, on the opposite side of coming from your heart and finding balance between both your heart, your mind, and your passions and the love you feel in this world, oh, my friends, what you are going to manifest is impeccable. It's beautiful. It's like absolute serenity and peace flowing like a river without any resistance to anything that comes your way. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it for you guys. I hope it resonates. Please let me know if it does, and I'll talk to you guys later. Blessings.